Jon Huck.
How is everybody? Ah, that's nice. You seem like a great crowd. Let me leave you with this. I was driving the other day, I saw a bumper sticker. It said, "Give kids hugs, not drugs." My first thought was, yeah, that's a good idea. My immediate follow-up thought was, I'm probably getting the same amount of prison time for doing either one of those things. I feel like I'd be better off going to a crowded playground and just throwing out fistfuls of crack rock like birdseed, rather than showing up like, hey, who wants a hug? Come on, give me a hug. What's that, officer? No, I don't have children of my own. I saw a bumper sticker and I do what signs tell me. I'm an idiot. Sorry if I seem tired. I've not been getting the proper amount of sleep lately. Where I live, the communal washer and dryer to my entire apartment complex backs up to my living room wall. Right. So I can hear people doing laundry all hours of the night and day, which is not a big deal as long as people are washing human laundry. Shirts, pants, socks, stuff like that. Got a new neighbor who doesn't understand that? Every other day, she's like, what? It's 3:30 in the morning. This is a perfect time to wash a load of zippers, nickels, and drill bits. What are you doing down there, lady? Drying a robot? What's happening? Oh, no. It's just my belt buckle collection. I've only got 2 more loads, spark plugs and old bike pedals. Oh, thanks. Thought I was doing okay in the looks department, but ladies have spoken loud and clear, and that is not right. Was out at a bar, minding my own business, watching the TV, noticed 2 women on the other side of the bar staring at me, burning a hole in me. So I was like, I should go talk to these ladies because I think that's how society works. I have no idea, really. I don't get out a lot. So I casually walk up to these ladies and as smooth as I could introduce myself. Hi, I'm John. Couldn't help but notice you were looking at me studying me from afar, you know? And this one girl cuts me off. She goes, yeah. Because if anything weird happens to me or my friend here, I won't be able to describe you to the police later. Okay, have a nice evening. I'm gonna go back to my seat. Walking home that same night, head down, super bummed out about how that went. Guy I don't know on the other side of the street yells out at me, "Hey, that beard makes you look like a racist." What? I said, "Excuse me?" He goes, "You heard me, man. That beard makes you look like a racist." And I stopped. I was like, I was mad. I was like, first of all, sir, it is 2014. That is a small-minded, ignorant thing to say to someone. And secondly, I think the word you're looking for is rapist. It's a P, moron. It's a P. Ignorance is everywhere, though, guys. You can't learn everyone all at once, anyway. I don't think I'm going to have children. I don't think that's in the cards for me. Not because I'm anti-kid or I hate kids or anything, but I am actually afraid of dad anger. In case you don't know, dad anger is a disease that affects 99.9% of all men with children. And I've seen it firsthand, and I don't want it personally. I remember being 7 years old, looking into the kitchen of the house I grew up in, and I could see my dad in there. He was getting into a fight, a physical altercation with a piece of individually wrapped And it was just getting worse and worse. He was like, oh, fucking cheese. God damn it, cheese. God, cheese. He rips it in half, throws it on the ground, storms out of the kitchen. I'm 7. I'm like, oh my God, he hates cheese. I don't want to be an adult if I can't love cheese. That looks awful. As I got older, though, I realized that wasn't about cheese at all. That piece of cheese represented my father's dreams. And his hands represented what me and my brother had done to them. Could have been a National Geographic photographer, fucking kids. And I want to love cheese forever, so I'm not going to have children. It's a math problem. I like baseball. I watch a lot of baseball. You guys like baseball? All right. It's a better response than I usually get. No, I like baseball. I watch a lot of the Major League Baseball Network, which is a channel that talks about baseball 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And it's really exciting when the baseball season is happening, right? But in the off season, it takes a little bit of a dip in the action. I was watching it one day, like 4 months before spring training, and these two guys on there, I felt bad for them. They were like out of topics, right? One guy was like, hey, where'd you go to school again? Like they weren't even, like nothing, what? Like what's your wife's maiden name? Like what kind of car do you drive? Nothing to do with baseball. And I felt like you could sense a producer off camera, like, come on guys, baseball, baseball, baseball. And one guy was like, oh yeah, baseball. And he just pulls a topic out of thin air and he says, hey, what if the players from back in the day were to come back now and see the way the game is played? The other guy's like, oh my God, a topic, awesome. And his quote was, yeah, I mean, if Babe Ruth came back today, the first thing he'd say is, wow, look at the velocity on these pitches. And I'm sitting at home like, I don't know about that. I don't claim to know Babe Ruth. I don't claim to come from the time of Babe Ruth. But I've seen some documentaries and I've read a couple of history books. And I think if Babe Ruth came back today, see the way the game is played now, one of the first things he might say is, holy shit, there's a lot of black people playing this game. Followed closely by, why are my powers useless against them? Somebody give me a Cuban cigar. What? It's turned into a trade embargo joke at the end, guys. It's literally the highest proud thing I'll say all night. My brother's an idiot. He doesn't have a TV, don't worry, we can talk about him. He doesn't think before he speaks. He's only a few years younger than me, does not think before he speaks. I was out at a bar, minding my own business, eating dinner by myself, because I'm super popular. And I turned to my right, and like 4 tables away is Weird Al eating dinner with his wife like a human being. And I freak out. I'm like, oh my God, I love Weird Al. Oh, I was like, really influenced me as a kid. I thought Weird Al was fantastic. My brother loved Weird Al. So I get away from the table. I don't want to freak out next to him. So I get away from the table. I call my brother. I say, hey man, you got to get down here. Weird Al is here. To which he responds with, huh? Yankovic or Pacino? Yeah, dude, Weird Al Pacino is down here. He's got an accordion, and he's shouting out lines to Son of a Woman in Scarface. You're the first person I called. Click. Guys, I'm Jon Huck. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the rest of the show.